Hey, this video is about Zul'Farrak and the changes that happened to it in 7.3.5. So, before this patch, it was a dungeon that was for levels 44 through 52. And with the new changes in 7.3.5 to level scaling, it now scales all the way from level 44 up to level 60, with the mobs being anywhere from level 59 to 61 for the most part. So this change is significant because it puts the trolls at about the same level as they were in Zul'Grub, when that was a raid in vanilla. So the issue with that is, or the interesting thing with that is, now that that has changed, if you go into the dungeon and you kill any of the troll-related bosses, they have a chance of dropping all these coins, which are the Hakkari coin, the Zillion coin, the Skull Splitter coin, the Sand Fury coin, and the Blood Scalp coin, as well as I think there's 4 other coins that were originally at least in vanilla, but I haven't gotten any of those to drop yet. All of these have dropped from the bosses, and you can see they're apparently going from anywhere in the 15 to 25,000 gold range, give or take. I believe these items are technically unobtainable now because there is nothing before, or they were unobtainable because the only thing that has been dropping them have been these bosses, as well as these blue Hakkari. I don't know how to say the last word of this, but these are basically rep tokens. The issue with these rep tokens is if you have them in your inventory and you log out without putting them in a guild bank or mailing them or anything else, they disappear. I've put this one in my guild bank on accident. I wasn't even really thinking about it, and it's the only one that stayed because there's one of each of the colors. I think there's a gray, a gold, or a gold, a silver, a bronze, blue, red, green, yellow, and a couple other ones. These are not supposed to be dropping at all from this dungeon because they were originally only for Zul'Grub, and they're for a reputation that doesn't exist anymore. These Hakkari tokens disappear as soon as you log out, but these coins seem to be staying for the most part. I'm going to be leaving it in my guild bank just so I can keep them as a memento for myself anyways, because chances are this is something that'll get hotfixed. The other slightly more troubling thing that's been happening is, since there are these trolls that are in shallow graves in Zul'Farrak before you get to one of the last bosses. I'll go ahead and open up the map and show you what I'm talking about if it'll let me. Let's go over to Kalimdor, over to, not Wailing Caverns, where is Zul'Farrak? So, I can't get a map of this, can I? So, before you get to, I believe it's the Witch Doctor, there are a bunch of shallow graves in the dungeon. I'll try to put up some footage of that right now. In those shallow graves, it spawns these zombies, and they're around level 60. I believe they're not elite, but you'll be seeing in the video. The thing is, when you open up the graves, it summons these zombies, and these zombies have, from what I've been able to see, they drop a bunch of different gear that's not supposed to be dropping from these mobs. They're acting as though they're independent level 60 mobs, because I've been hearing people. I've personally gotten a couple pieces of Glorious, but it's only been, I think I got the gloves and maybe the headpiece. Some of the pieces that are just not worth nearly as much. But I've heard reports of people getting, even one person who was in a Loot Appraiser challenge with me got the Glorious leg plates, which are not supposed to drop in Zul'Farrak and not supposed to drop in mobs that are usually around the level 40 range. I believe the Glorious set is only supposed to spawn, or only supposed to drop from things that I believe are level 56 through 61. The best explanation that I can have is that while all the other mobs are scaling and stuff like that, and those are technically scaling, because they're kind of spawned out of something, they don't necessarily have the same rules that apply to them as most of the normal mobs do. That's the only real explanation for why Glorious and a lot of other sets that are not usually from this instance have been spawning. I don't know. That's my best explanation. As well as the coins and the boot. I don't even know whatever these Hakkari items are. Either way, I believe this is something that's going to get hotfixed. I don't think it's intended. There was some speculation that it was dropping because it was going to be used for the allied races or something along with that, but I don't think that's true. I think since these are items that did exist in vanilla, I believe they're just spawning on accident because, at least in vanilla, I think it was just set to only possibly drop from trolls that are within a certain level or that are elites that are above level 59, which at that time were probably only the bosses and stuff like that, so that's why it's spawning from the bosses in Zul'Farrak. That's my best explanation. If I get any better information or have any other ideas or anything changes, if it gets hotfixed, I'll change the description in the bio, or down in the description below. But as for now, that's all I've got, and if you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and thanks for watching.